Channing Tatum as Gambit. Yes. Do I think he'll make a good Gambit? Honestly, not. Because the cameo sucked. First and foremost, let me just say this. Uh, Back in 2008, 2000, between 2008, 2016, teenish, 17ish, in that era, Channing Tatum had the potential of becoming a box office superstar. I mean, he was in G.I. Joe. He was in a movie with Jamie Foxx, White House Down, which was good. Um, but he hasn't had any big roles ever since then. I really thought this guy had potential of being an action superstar and not the B-list actor, the menial B-list actor that he is. Um, so I had high hopes for Channing Tatum. I think his management, he probably just have the wrong management. But I think right now he's kind of getting washed up because, I mean, he's in his mid 40s now. And the role for Gambit needs to be played by a younger actor, somewhere in their late 20s to early 30s, probably just late 20s. I didn't like his cameo. I thought if you're in this movie, the Deadpool and Wolverine movie for just dumb fun, then and you're just like a dumb naive little kid, yeah, you'll love it, But me, being grown up in the '90s and love dark movies and serious movies, I think Channing Tatum's role as Gambit in the Deadpool movie was just mediocre, low mediocre. This guy had makeup on his face. He had eyeliner on his face. He had like that blush on his cheeks. At first, when I synced the camera, I thought it was a woman. That's not all the problems I had with his character in the film. It was his costume. Now, the only thing that I actually liked about his costume was the jacket. I didn't like that pink in the middle of his chest. I just thought that looks real girly on a character that's supposed to be real masculine. Another problem I had with Gambit in the Deadpool Wolverine movie was his accent. It seemed like Channing Tatum was just acting. And maybe I'm looking at this movie wrong. Maybe this movie is just supposed to be dumb fun. Everybody know I like dark and serious movies. Now, I am for a comedy, but not every 5 minutes full of jokes. I'm not with that. So, I think Channing Tatum, I think his role was just goofy. Now, like I said, if you're a dumb, naive little kid, or just some people who like mediocre with mediocre interests, this will work for you. But for somebody like me who like dark and dark tone movies and serious characters, I just couldn't rock with Channing Tatum. His accent seemed like he was trying too hard. It seemed like he was just in it just for the check. His face looked fat and bloaty. And you can really tell that this guy was using makeup to cover his age. The facts of the matter with me, Channing Tatum is too damn old to be playing Gambit, and I don't understand where the hype is. Maybe I'm just not in the comic books like that, but I don't understand where the hype is with Gambit. He always been a baggage boy character, like even in the X-Men cartoon series, he's always been like just a mediocre character. He was just like a baggage handler, a less than character. But he is cool though. I really enjoyed the cameo in Wolverine Origins of Gambit. I think that's the type of tone they should set for Gambit. That guy, I think his name is Rich or something like that, or Koch or something like that, that played him in Wolverine or Wolverine Origins. That's the type of tone that I like. Now, I did like that guy as the role of Gambit because he was more dark. He had a little bit more edge to him, and I could see him in future projects. However, he's too old to play the character now. But I think moving forward, they should get somebody that has his tone, that has his masculine look, because he had a more edgier. Gambit to me is a more edgy character, masculine character, not this Channing Tatum jokey, wacky portrayal, which sucked. But I think his time. I think Channing Tatum does have a little bit more youth. He just haven't found his big break. Maybe he was one of the actors that didn't want to do something strange for a piece of change to get to the top. But his career is pretty much dried up. It's not what it was back in the late 2000-ish to like 16-ish when he had the potential to be a big superstar. But overall, I just think he sucked. I just think he sucked. But there's another group of sheeple fans, Marvel peasants, that like this stuff. And my question to you guys, help the harsh critic to understand, why do you guys want this? Why? The guy's 44 years old, about to be 45 in a couple months. About time this guy gets on screen and the script, this guy will be almost 50 years old, and you guys want this guy to do a Gambit movie? Why? Please help the harsh critics understand. But I don't know. I think Channing Tatum, I think he has potential, but he's getting older, you guys. Like, he's starting to get washed up. And I think his portrayal for a Gambit solo movie is pretty much done. I think Marvel should stick to an unknown character, a little bit youngful character, in the same tone as they did in Wolverine Origins. That Gambit, I can see a solo movie with that type of Gambit, not this bullshit that Channing Tatum, is portraying, because it sucks. But I don't know. That's just my opinion. I know a lot of people's not gonna like my opinion, but I do know there's a lot of people that agree with me and that appreciate me to come up here and say the shit that needs to be said, because Channing Tatum, he sucks in that costume. He looks too old. He looks too damn fat in the face, and he needs to give it up. It's good he got to do his dream, but it's over with for him as far as Gambit. He doesn't have the youth, and he just doesn't have that it factor, that edge that I desire in a Gambit movie. But I'm more open to a Gambit movie. But what do you guys think? Do you think Channing Tatum can fit the role as Gambit, being 45 years old? Because about time they get the script and post-production and all that stuff, the dude would be almost 50 years old. Like, I would say it's over with for him. But what do you guys think? Like, share, comment, and subscribe. And you know what? I'm going to watch the other two Deadpool movies, the first two, before my Disney Plus subscription ends, so I can really critique and see what Deadpool is all about. But like, share, comment, and subscribe. That's just my opinion. I think Channing Tatum, I think he's finished. I think he's done for. We need fresh meat, fresh unknown meat to take up the mantle. But what do you guys think? Like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace.